Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today's incredible cake recipe is truly for the chocoholics and chocolate lovers out there. I'll be making my chocolate truffle crepe cake, and this cake is just so amazing. I'm gonna make some rich chocolate crepes, and then in between all the crepes, I'm going to make a 2-ingredient chocolate truffle filling. This cake is just super easy to make. It looks like $1 million, and it tastes absolutely incredible. And for this cake recipe, I'm going to start with the filling first because it does need to set in the refrigerator. So I have 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and to that I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of whipping cream. And then I'm just gonna take this over to the microwave, heat it in 30-second increments, and stirring every 30 seconds until that chocolate is completely smooth and melted. And you can also do this over a double boiler on your stovetop. And once that chocolate is semi-melted and that cream is hot, you could just grab a whisk and whisk that in until it's nice and smooth. And then this is gonna go into the refrigerator, and I'm going to let it cool for at least an hour while I'm making my chocolate crepes. My filling is cooling, so now I'm moving on to my crepes. And the best and easiest way to make crepe batter is to use a blender. Now, if you don't have one, you can also use just a hand mixer or a whisk, but this blender method just gives you the best, smoothest, silkiest crepe batter so you don't have any clumps in there. I'm starting out with 3 cups of whole milk, and to that I'm going to add in 6 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/3 cup of melted butter, 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, a 1/3 cup of dark cocoa powder, and 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then pulse this all together for a few minutes until you have a smooth batter. And I just love how ridiculously easy it is to make this crepe batter. Once I learned this blender trick, you cannot go back. It's just so easy to make. You have the crepe batter ready in like 5 minutes. So I have my crepe pan heating up over medium heat, and I'm going to use 1/4 cup of batter for each crepe. So just grab a little scoop or a little ladle, pour that batter in, and then tilt the pan. As soon as that batter hits the pan, just tilt it around until you have an even layer. And then cook the crepes for about a minute on the first side, and then flip it over and cook for another like 20-30 seconds on the other side. And once the crepes are done, stack them onto a wire rack so they cool completely. You want them to be completely cooled before you use that chocolate truffle filling on the inside. I just took my chocolate filling out of the refrigerator, and I'm going to grab my hand mixer, or you can use your stand mixer, and whisk the chocolate and the cream together until you have a fluffy mixture. And as you whisk this cool chocolate and cream mixture, it's just going to become this fluffy, creamy filling. It's going to be absolutely amazing in this crepe cake. And now it's time to put this cake together. So I have all 20 of my crepes completely cooled. I have my chocolate truffle filling. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of this filling in between each layer. Just drop a nice scoopful of it, grab a spatula, and spread it evenly to the edges. You wanna spread that as evenly as you possibly can to keep all the layers really nice and straight. And for topping my crepe cake, I'm gonna make a really simple whipped cream. So I have 1 cup of chilled heavy cream in my mixing bowl. I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar, and 1 tablespoon of dark cocoa powder. Whisk this all together for about 3 to 4 minutes until you get stiff peaks. And I'm just gonna place all this fluffy whipped cream right on top. And then I'm gonna grab a chocolate bar and a grater and shave some chocolate over the top. Seriously guys, check out this incredible crepe cake. I cannot believe all these gorgeous layers on the inside. There's 40 layers total of crepes and that chocolate truffle filling. And this cake is almost too pretty to eat, almost, but I've been dying to dig in and enjoy it. And I love this addition of the whipped cream on top. It just kind of lightens up the cake because it is a little bit heavier on the inside, and it just adds just that little something extra on top. Wow, this is what all chocolate cakes should taste like. This is so rich, velvety smooth. I love that chocolate filling on the inside, the crepes, all that combined together. It's not overwhelming, it's not too sweet. It's like the perfect chocolate cake. Love the addition of that whipped cream on top as well. If you guys are looking for an ultimate chocoholic cake, this crepe cake is for you. Just head on down into that video description box. I'm gonna have a link for the full recipe. It'll take you over to my website where you could print the recipe off and you could save it for Pinterest. Hope you guys enjoyed this cake recipe at home, and I'll see you next time with another recipe.